Greetings, friends. Jawless Paul here. We're playing Pyre again, as you can tell. Pyre. This game is really fun. I feel like now that I can practice a little bit, I know a little bit better how to play. Small bog dweller outpost on the edge of the sea. The lone minstrel says someone here can help you pursue the stars across the sea. Well, here we go. That last little Rite or whatever they call it was bad. This is the place. Let us go to see my client's companion as soon as you are ready. Okay. Seek Big Bertrude. Big Bertrude's is a sickly gathering of bog dwellers who stay within shadows, yet you can feel their eyes surveying everything. The lone minstrel steps forward. Sandalwood sent us. Those words are enough to make the bog dwellers snap to attention. They emerge from the mud and dark and begin inspecting your black wagon with their strange tools. One of the bog dwellers slithers forth. She is larger than the rest and leaves no doubt that she commands the others. Now speakest the name Sandalwood. We would know his whereabouts. Reveal them to us. Good day to you, Big Bertrude. It is a pleasure to meet you at last, for Sandalwood always spoke highly of you and your handiwork. He did he? In turn, we know who thou must be. Yet, thou speakest of the past. Sandalwood doth he yet live? Speak plain and quickly. Be quite frank with you, madam, I do not know for certain, for I have been apart from him for some time, carrying out his will. Though I have every faith that Sandalwood lives. As for his current whereabouts, I understand that he awaits us somewhere near Wakingwood, beyond the waters. We wish to seek him there, though, as you can see, our wagon is ill-suited for the task. The one called Bertrude frowns at this, studying the lone minstrel all the while. Yeah, indeed. Then leave us. Return at dawn, that is all. By your grace, Big Bertrude. The lone minstrel turns away, but Headwind stops him. Hold on. Are you sure about this? Leaving the wagon in their care? All should be in accordance with my client's plan. You keep calling Sandalwood your client. He must reward you well. In a manner of speaking, he helped me find a sense of purpose I thought I had lost. Edwin nods at this, then turns to you. Well, my friend, I guess we'll see what happens, right? I'm off to let the others know. You find yourself with time for your vocations while the bog dwellers go about their business. Okay. What can I do? Mentor a companion. Small global bonuses. Let's go with mentor a companion. Who should we mentor? Having gleaned knowledge from the Book of Rites, you can impart some of its teachings, as each exile's path towards enlightenment is personal. You'll have to mentor them one at a time. Okay. I feel like I want to mentor Rookie. I like Rookie's style. Sure, chum, I could go for some enlightenment right now. Might take the edge off. You illustrate to Rookie some of the intricacies of the Rites, focusing on how all three in a triumvirate can move and act as of one mind. You sense he grasps some of the concepts. Wow, look at that. Nice. Leveled up. Faster, stronger, a little better looking too. I mean, is there anything I can't handle? What do you get here? Jump a second time. Cast his aura 50% further than usual. Naruki banishes adversaries by casting his aura. The blast can banish nearby adversaries. This is nice. This is nice too. I think I want to jump over here now and get Cloud Jump. Phew, I gotta hand it to you, chum. That book's not quite as boring as I thought. I better go lie down. Perfect. And let us continue our journey. The lone minstrel finds you early the next day. Reader, it is ready. Please come have a look. The others are already there. Lone Minstrels beckons you to come see the wagon. Step inside. Ooh. Whoa, nice. The black wagon appears different now than it did a day before. The hull is fully sealed and reinforced, and all manner of nautical equipment adorns the port side. Wow. You people seeing this? I'm gonna have a look around. Wagon should be fit for a sea voyage. Let us depart at your earliest convenience. What about Big Bertrude? She then appears as if on cue. Tell that Sandalwood he owes us twice over. If I may, Big Bertrude, you could tell him yourself if you wish to accompany us in our voyage north. Our group would welcome someone of your vast experience. Dare thee make flirtations upon us? No, Enough. But should you see that Sandalwood, tell him also to come and visit us again. Now be gone from here and tell no one that we were paid in favors. She slithers off without another word. Soon the lone minstrel breaks the silence. We are fortunate that she assisted us, but we should go, just as she said. I know the navigational controls and shall explain. This is so exciting. I don't know how to swim. Squee. Share Day's enthusiasm for heading out to sea. I'm beginning to feel ill already. Your black wagon became seaworthy. The Sea of Solace awaits. Set sail! Uh-oh. This looks a little frightening. You have not been to this region of the downside before. She left Big Bertrude shared knowledge of a current that should draw you out to sea. Okay. Oh boy. Oh, nice. That is pretty cool. I like that. Whoa. Worm Gulf. You and your companions watch the sea as your wagon rolls over the gentle waves. We have crossed into the Worm Gulf. I hope that all of you are acclimating well. There is no acclimating to these worm-infested waters. We risk everything to sail here. As long as we follow the cold current Big Bertrude indicated, we shall be safe. If the next ride is in the middle of the sea, how will our adversaries meet us there? They shall find their way, and we find ours. It is all part of the scribe's design. Now, reader, please confirm the next point on our sea journey. We seek the hulk of oars. Yeah, that's Outer Solace. Bertrude's instructions are to navigate the maze of maws in a curving route bearing northeast. The wagon continues rolling gently across the waves, which seems to you a welcome change of pace after having come from flagging hands not very long ago. However, Jodariel seems more concerned now than before and paces ceaselessly. When she notices Ruki, she stops him for some questioning. Greentail, how is he doing? Who? Edwin? Oh, pretty much the same. Been up all night, wretched into the waters if I had to guess. His first time out to sea? His first. She turns to you. Reader, please check on Hedwin when you have the opportunity. He requires our support, and we require his swift recovery. You wish them a good afternoon as you go check up on the others in the group. Later you find Hedwin looking out of sorts. Poor Hedwin. Oh, hello, my friend. It's just... the sea hasn't been good for me, I guess. It's funny. All this trouble just to get back to the Commonwealth. Of all places. Hey, tell me something. What do you miss the most about that place? Friends. You tell them that there were those who did support you over the years, and that it pains you now to be apart from them. Yeah, I hear you, my friend. There's something I miss terribly back there myself. I'm sure that when you make it out of here, your loved ones will be waiting. Anyway, I'll be fine, I think. Thank you for checking up on me. You sense he wishes to be alone. There is not much to be done for him for now. Too ill. Oh, so I didn't do the right thing, apparently. May he soon get well. I'm sorry for my interruption, reader. Please again confirm the next point on our voyage. The Sea of Solace. There it is. Good stuff. Wow. The Sea of Solace. Wow. Awesome. By the scribes, the sea, I didn't know it was so beautiful. Having escaped the waters of Worm Gulf, you can now see what must be the hulk of oars far on the horizon. Not everyone has taken well to the sea voyage, however. Wondering if Hedwig is feeling better. He requires further rest, Tizo. All we can do is wish him a swift recovery. Reader, sir, from this point our voyage must diverge from Bertrude's instruction. Please consult with your companions about which course to take. Day believes that the eight scribes shall bless you here. The north current toward the local oars runs as quick as Under King Oars himself. Tizo wants to fish for something tasty here. South current towards the hook of ore teems with fish and other sea life. Let's go to the fathomless depth. The sea is peaceful for the most part, save for occasional strange shimmers beneath the surface. You realize the lone minstrel is looking down at them along with you. Those shapes down there, some must be worms of the Sea Dominion cast into exile. I understand they tirelessly fought for the Commonwealth's wars. Having grown weary of their own, they must make worthy adversaries. Scraha! Tizo appears to have spotted something tasty. Tizo dives without warning into the depths below. And there he goes again. That one enjoys being at sea despite its perils. Eventually the little imp resurfaces, clutching something in its claws. Ooh, a black eye puffer. 90 gold. Holy moly. Always sell it. Let's do it. Maybe would Tizo be upset with me if I sold it though? Wow. That's kind of a creepy looking area. At last you arrive at the hulk of oars. After journeying across the sea, it seems the next rite is to commence here soon, though there is no sign of your next adversaries yet. Okay. Let's go to the Slug Market. Oh, hey, you guys. Funny running into you out here, right in the middle of the drink. Know what I mean? Not a lot of customers today, so have a look. I'll give you a good deal. All right, we'll sell the fish. Proceed. When aura casting raises the bearer's maximum range by 8%. 2 presents. Talismans. 3 and 16. These are probably should take these, right? We'll go with that for now, I guess. There longer than usual. +2 hope. Yeah, so she should have this, the egg. We gotta level it up. +2 hope. Up to very quickness. Very good. Do we want to buy one of these? 2 presents. Yeah, the lunar. I think well, I can't afford it. I'd love the lunar glass. That seems pretty good. We will get at that. You guys have a good day out there. All right. moment of your time. You ask what is on her mind. Hedwyn, he's beginning to recover from his illness. However, its sudden onset serves as a reminder, I believe. I have known Hedwyn since he was a child. Even now, I hesitate to say that he is grown. Nevertheless, there are such things like even I would never say to him directly. For instance, I struggle with his confidence at times, whether he leads us to our freedom or our doom. I am ambivalent. Speak not a word of this to him, of course, in case that is unclear. I shall tell him in my own way, if and when the time requires. In any case, when times remind me of his mortal weaknesses, I end up having to consider what should happen should we become separated permanently. She trails off a while. What I mean to say is, you should know that I am fully pledged now to this quest of ours, whether Hedwyn is the one to lead us to the end or not. I have my reasons. One of them is him. I expect the same holds true for you. That is all I wish to say. Take care, reader. She nods and brushes past you toward the door. Silver Cudgelhead. The way the eye is like banned. Among the black wagons and seafaring equipment, Hedwyn uses it to signal when food is ready. More reading here. It was not long before the empire began to crumble. With my liege gone, his own country quickly turned upon itself. I must admit that this collapse had started long before the emperor's disappearance. His decision to give chase after a myth, but hastened the inevitable. All the while, the rope collar stood by, waiting such a time as he could rule in my liege's stead. He would be our people's savior. His first charge was to organize a search for the missing Solium Myrrh. Warriors, pathfinders, and scholars heard the call and prepared to seek him out. Okay. Commence the rite. Let's do this. Oh my goodness. Having landed at the hulk of oars, you and your fellow exiles now anticipate the hour that the rites are to commence. Again. What do you think, Tizo? Don't I look like Mr. Hedwyn? He's still worried about Hedwyn. Wait, I think... What's that? A serpentine creature emerges from the water, followed by several others of its kind. You recognize it as a worm of the Sea Dominion. Exiled worms of the Sea Dominion tend to seek out the cold of the downside's seas. Vast war-torn undersea regime home to untold numbers of amphibious worms. What they are all doing here, you see plain by their ritual raiments. The nearest one somehow loosens its mask. Good sirs and good ladies, so it is you that heed the summons to glorious competition against this knight and his brigade. Well then, let us do battle now without delay. More than our freedom is at stake here, but at our very honor, and this knight fully intends to reclaim his. Oh, and lest this knight forget, he is called Sir Gilman. Once proud knight of the Sea Dominion on a self-made quest to regain his honor, he salutes you on behalf of all the Pyre hearts. Until the contest, triumvirate of worm knights who proceed the rites as great battles to be won. He splashes out of view just as the stars above begin to shimmer with strange light. Okay. The glory attribute affects how much damage exiles can inflict to the adversaries' Pyre.
Relentless, aren't we, reader? Even the vastness of the sea was not enough to thwart your coming here unto the hulk of Orus. You would be wise not to underestimate your adversaries here, despite their pitiable look.
I'm sure they'll be very challenging.
I am, of course, referring to the Pyre hearts. These rites are but another war to them, and that makes you their mortal enemy. I expect your battle to be glorious.
I hope it will be. Oh, it's down in the lower corner there. Your fellow exiles are gathered on the rotting deck of the Hulk of Ores as your adversaries clamber into view. Rookie paws up to them. Hey, what are you worms even doing here? Can't you just swim back to the Commonwealth or the Sea Dominion or wherever it is you're from? Haha, an excellent point. It seems that these adversaries and the Rites are clever, wouldn't you say, sire? Just get rid of them already, Gilman. As your commanding officer, this knight hereby commands it. Hark! This knight wishes to introduce his noble commander. No worm knight in history has withstood as many frontline battles. Doff your helm, sire, as is our custom. May our adversaries tremble at the sight of you. Sir Gilman attends to his commander's mask despite his protests. What? Give this knight his mask! Look at that blue hair, I love it. This knight hereby presents to you the great Sir Deluge, petty worm knight of the Sea Dominion, who somehow survived countless battles. A noble visage, is it not? Sir Deluge trembles and squirms. So yes, you can swim or no? Ha! Of course, we knights can swim. All knights of the Sea Dominion can. But we are exiles in this land, the same as ye. We can swim, 'tis true, but 'tis summarily impossible to swim back up the river down which we were flushed to end up here. Nay, there is but one way to return. Silence, Gilman! Nobody cares! Back to your post! Sir Gilman hesitates, but does as he is told. This knight knows who you are, Nightwings, and he's not afraid of you. He somehow climbs back into his mask and coils up to his full height. Now, on guard! Exiles of the Worm Triumvirate take their positions as you focus on the Book of Rites. Okay. Alright. Oh, they're so small. Reader, Headwind's illness means he cannot help us here. He shall be counted on us.
Now let us get started.
Let's. I don't know if we want that. We want to take that off of him since we can't use that. Great quickness. I think we'll go with this instead of that. We don't need to get too much gold right now. We are going to do for sure. Rookie. And then yeah, we can do Jodariel. And then let's go with Day.
Day. The choice is cast.
Oh wow, I've heard so many tales of the Worm Knights. I thought they would be more impressive though. Gilman, status report. What is the enemy's position? They now stand ready to confront us, sire. A very brave triumvirate they seem to this knight's eye. Brave, air-sucking monsters, one and all. Pyre hearts, be ready. Okay, here we go.
Commence. Yes.
Oh, nice.
Dousing.
Very nice.
Vanished.
Oh
That
yeah.
is how to snuff a flame.
Very nice. Very nice, Jodariel. Uh-oh.
Flames grow weak.
Missed that one. Oh, I
Left
see.
your clutches.
Oh no.
Shame.
Shame. Okay. Now swapping characters. Your form is sloppy. Fight them as though your miserable life is on the line. Your words do wound me, sire. This knight gives every right his very, very best. Though perhaps we do have much to learn from such a brave triumvirate as the one whom we now face. Whose side are you on? Get out there and vanquish them at once! Wow, those bozos bicker even more than we do. Let's get them while they're busy fighting.
There seems to be dissension in your adversaries' ranks. 'Tis little wonder these fool worm knights are no longer fit to serve the Commonwealth. That one almost got through. Not much of a splash that time.
Oh.
Rookie plunged
Super.
into the fire.
I like Rookie a lot.
Now, go on, just once more. And it is done.
Dang. That one was pretty
The
easy.
you-know-who prevail. Accomplished effortlessly, I might add.
Yep.
The Rite is done.
Those worms were real quick, alright, but Rookie Greentail's quicker. I expected more from the Worm Knights of the Sea Dominion. The sea was making me a little queasy, honestly, but we still won. We won! This night commends you, noble Nightwings, gloriously fought indeed, and this knight shall wistfully remember this defeat until the end of his days. Silence, Gilman, this is all your fault, and now comforting with our enemies. How dare you? This knight was but attempting honorary compliments, sire. It is not in accordance with the rights to praise one's adversaries on a worthy outcome. Worthy? This knight will show you worthy, you miserable little minnow. You are a failure, Gilman. Get now from this knight's sight.
What stirs now in the hearts of all these exiles?
Alright. Focus training prowess. The path towards survival on the blood border. These rites make similar demands of us. Alright. Recovers all her stamina. After saluting her adversaries. Deals. Okay. When landing from a jump, Jawless briefly stuns nearby adversaries, making them drop the orb. And Jawless can banish adversaries by flinging the orb into them. Jawless permanently gains 4 presence, raising the size of her aura. At the start of the raid, Jawless' Pyre automatically gains 35 bonus health. Any adversaries banished by Jawless take 30% longer than usual to return. I think I like this one. This side seems to be a little bit better.
Something's awakened in the moon-touched girl.
The scribes, they whisper to me, they do from time to time. This is our first one. The brief charge-up time before day can cast her aura is greatly reduced. Brief charge-up time before day jumps or sprints is virtually eliminated. Sprinting day slows nearby adversaries? Dang. Day jumps and power jumps farther than usual. If day is banished while jumping, she instantly returns to the origin of her jump. Wow. Grasping the orb, Day sprints and jumps without using stamina. Whoa! When saluting her adversaries, Day automatically leaps toward the orb if no one has it. Day flings the orb faster and farther than usual. I think I like this side. I'll go with this
Devious
side.
trick from the rope collar.
Okay.
Until the stars align.
Until then. Until such a time as that. Okay. After thwarting the Pyrehearts with great prowess, you at last return to the wagon with your companions. There's little discussion of the Pyrehearts, who seem to have already swam off toward wherever next the stars directed them. Instead, your fellow exiles' attention turned toward your companion, who was absent for the rite. How is Hedwyn? The lone minstrel makes a sound, but no words form as yet. Something is troubling him. I urged him to remain bedridden. And he simply would not listen. I'm very sorry, but... Wait, what? Everyone stares at the lone minstrel in stunned silence. The lone minstrel breathes a heavy sigh. But then... Hey, what's with the long faces, everyone? Minstrel, I should wring that neck of yours. As I was attempting to explain, Hedwyn is already up and about. Despite my having strongly recommended further rest. Those that are unaccustomed to sea voyages and take ill, they are very likely to experience further symptoms if they do not remain bedridden or at least sedentary. Hedwyn is running a considerable risk by having to spend another night in great discomfort. What are you, a doctor? Nay, although I traveled once with one, extensively. Look, I appreciate your caution and concern, Tariq, but I'm pretty well accustomed to discomfort here, and I had to see how things were turning out tonight. I haven't had to stay out of the Rite like that before. So you were back among the living then, Hedwyn? It was just seasick. Nevertheless, you're fully recovered. Your full recovery requires rest. I think we all could use some rest after tonight. Anyway, thank you everyone for your concern, and I'm sorry that I worried you or caused you further burden. He turns to you. My friend, what do you say we figure out where to go next? I'm beginning to miss being on solid ground. You follow him outside where the night sky awaits. Hey, I wanted to thank you for conducting the rites back there without me being there. I could rest easy knowing you and the others would get through it. Anyway, I'll leave you to your reading. Can't begin to imagine where we'll be off to next. We are well past anything on the downside I've ever seen. Even Jody hasn't gone this far. He bids you a good evening as you turn your attention back to the sky. Stars shine down upon you. Seek again your destination. There it is. Trista, the Silver Star. Oof. Interesting. Still further north, then. Not simply north. This shall prove difficult. What's the problem? Our destination is beyond the deathless tempest. A vessel such as ours has little hope of traversing it intact. A tempest raging in the sea of Solus seemingly for all eternity. Can't we go around it? Given our confrontation with the pirates, our chances back in worm-held waters would be even worse. Come on, people, it's just another day in the downside. Go get yourself some sleep while we still can. But you'll feel better in the morning. Your optimism is infectious. Isn't it? You all concur that rest is in order, for the sea journey has been taxing to everyone. Come daybreak, you shall have to find a way to sail past the deathless tempest. Alright, let's talk. Tizo. Tizo has been in a rather cheerful mood since being out to sea, and seems pleased to see you. Tizo is grateful at having had the opportunity to catch a fish for old time's sake. Yeah. Rock? Tizo is asking if you want to know why he loves fishing so much. Oh, of course I do. You sense his inquiry is rhetorical in nature, so you anticipate his response. Rock! Tizo loves catching fish because he hates them and everything they stand for. Scrahum. He has devoted his life to the eradication of their kind ever since they killed his family. Aww. He seems on the verge of tears, though as far as you are aware, imps cannot cry. Then he leers at you, eyes wide, expecting a response. It seems he told you a joke. I don't understand. I don't understand. Laugh heartily. You muster your best belly laugh following Tizo's joke. He stares at you sidelong for a moment. Tizo admits the real reason he loves catching fish is because Falcon Ron pays a lot of soul for them. He snickers back at you and bounces off. Tizo gained +1 hope for the next raid. Okay. That's what I like to see. Alright, well, friends, we've come to the end of another episode of Pyre. And, yeah, we're having a great time. And we've defeated another group of enemies, although it seems I'm still learning the mechanics of this game. But I guess the pacing of the difficulty is scaling nicely. I mean, that one was easy just because they like stopped fighting me. Like they went off to the side and just like stopped trying to get the orb and stopped defending. But it's all right. Anyway, friends, thanks for watching, and we will catch you in the next one. Take it easy.